The names of people who have reviews come up to the table to your right when you are called with the group.
Joe Bowles II, Andrew Carr, Jason Collier, Joseph A. Easter, Corey Easton, Bridget Ellis.
Joe Bowles II, 24,744. Joe Bowles. Joe Bowles has been called, has not answered. So the eventual carried that's here. Andrew Carr. 24/7. Andrew Carr. He's supposed to be at the counseling center or inpatient.
I've not seen anyone from the counseling center either, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm gonna put that one aside.
Your Honor, Mr. Tarr does not want to be here today. He's on vacation. I put a letter in the file for you.
Okay, and that's on Andrew.
It is on Andrew, yes.
Okay, apparently he's still there and still in compliance, so I'll set his next hearing about a month out, so. June 27th. June 27th will be the next hearing. Jason Collier is here. This is on 21-885-22-222-22-275. And we're looking for payments on your fines and court costs and maybe some restitution too. Do you have a payment today?
I do.
How much are you paying?
100.
Okay. Fridays are better for you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, June 27th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
See the clerk to make your payment. You're welcome. Joseph Easter, 24,300. He's paid his fine, but hasn't finished. I'm showing 1 day of community service left. It looks like this was just checked recently.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So it'll be a warrant issue for failure to appear today. Corey Easton.
Yes.
24,247 and 24,222. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. And I do have a letter in the file. Okay, it's good to report. It says you're going to make a $20 payment on your fine. Okay, very good. See the clerk to make your payment. I'll set you for June 30th as your next hearing. June 30th, 9 o'clock.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Bridget Ellis is here. 16,133, 18,171, 18,235, 19,820. She's at amended reads. It's compliant. And making progress on your level of care has gone down. working on getting your driver's license, right? Can you pay anything on your fines today?
Yes, I couldn't stop at the bank, but I can do it online.
Okay, how much are you gonna pay?
50.
Okay, you're gonna pay that today, but online.
Yes.
All right, I'll set you for June 30th also. June 30th, 9 o'clock. Good job.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Joshua Garbison, Patrick Jones, Christopher Roadcat, Raphael Sanders, Michelle Sturgill. Your Honor, I believe Mr. Garbison is on Zoom.
Okay. Joshua Garbison is 24,746. Are you still at RRG? Mr. Garbison, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Are you still at RRG?
What is that?
I had a letter that you were at RRG for counseling.
Yes, I had a reschedule. I've got my first appointment. It's going to be next Friday. I've got 50 hours of regular Tuesday before I can license.
Okay. I have a report from them dated May 22nd that says you're compliant. Okay, so,
I didn't understand the last part.
I didn't understand the last thing you said.
I was unable to hear what you said about the last day.
They sent a report saying you were compliant.
Declined?
Compliant,
Oh, yes, sorry, yes.
that you're compliant. Okay. You've got a jail sentence that I'm going to suspend if you successfully complete, so I need a letter of completion from them. So I'm going to go, are you working now?
I am currently working between jobs, but I started another one last week. Traveling city, so,
What's better for you, Mondays or Fridays, or does it matter?
whatever you need to do, I'll make it work.
Okay, I'm going to set your next hearing for July the 11th, and I'll be looking for a letter of completion from RRG. If they don't give you one, then we'll just keep going. July 11th, 9 o'clock, I'll let you appear by teleconference.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Patrick Jones, 19,378.
Yes, sir.
Patrick Jones is here. You're still working on your files. And you're at RRG, or have been in the past.
Yes, sir.
Are you still there? or-
I am.
Okay. I don't have a report from them on you.
Mr. Major said he put it in the file.
Your Honor, I put one in the file.
February 28th.
I printed, the top, whatever's on the top of what they sent me today.
Okay. The one that's on top is February 28th of 2025.
I received that email this morning, Your Honor, so I don't, they may have the dates wrong, I don't know.
Okay. Can you just check it to make sure that's the one that was received?
I will, Your Honor,
It refers to February dates inside the letter.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, are you making a payment on your fines today?
Yes, sir.
How much?
$20.
Okay, we'll get that report from RRG. I'll set your next hearing for June 30th. 9 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Christopher Roadcat. Is 21,1172 and 23,646. You have done some community service, you still have community service to do. Are you available tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Okay, I'll give you double credit for coming out tomorrow.
Okay,
We got some stuff we need to get ready for Memorial Day.
okay. Your Honor, Mr. Roquette was there as ordered the last time also.
Okay, very good. All right, are you paying anything on your fines today?
I ain't got nothing to do.
Okay, well, it'll all be good if you come out tomorrow for community service.
Okay.
All right, June 30th will be your next hearing, 9 o'clock.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Raphael Sanders, 24620. He's paid his fines, but he hasn't done community service, and he's supposed to be in treatment. I don't have a letter. Well, I do have a letter that says he was not compliant. So he gets a warrant for failure here. Michael Sturgill, 24589 is not here. And he's done nothing on his case. So he'll get a warrant. And he has nothing. That finishes the review, so we're going to start the arraignments next. Arraignments are what, if you think you should have been called, go check in with the clerk.
Sir, I think I'm supposed to have a review with Thomas Burton.
So am I.
Hold it. I'm running this, not you guys. Be quiet.
Sorry.
If you missed a hearing in the past, you're going to get called with the arraignments, not with the reviews. If you didn't get called and think you should, you're going to have to stay quiet. Go check in with the clerk. If you think you should have got called and didn't get called, go check in with the clerk. The next hearings are called the arraignments. Not yet. You can take the child out. Sir, have a seat.
Have a seat.
You can go when I finish. When your name is called, come up to the table to your right, and I'm going to go over the charges with you. You don't have to agree with the charges, but you need to understand the charges. So they may not be true. I don't just file the charges. I don't decide what charges. That's the prosecutor's job. Okay? You're going to have to take the child out. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. If you choose to make statements, though, everything you say is on the record, so it can be used against you if you admit something about your case. You have a right to have an attorney appointed if you can't afford one. You have a right to bail and to make the state prove the charges against you beyond a reasonable doubt. If you enter a guilty plea or a no contest plea, you're waiving your rights. You should not waive your rights if you don't understand what's happening, if you're confused, if you don't know what to do, if you want a lawyer, if you want a trial, any of those reasons, you should enter a not guilty plea. Not guilty is always the safest plea to enter because it preserves your rights. Guilty or no contest, both waive your rights. Call the first case.
State of Ohio versus Joshua Mullins, case number CRB 181352, CRB 19634.
Now, if you want to go check with the clerk, you can. Joshua Mullins.
Yes, sir.
Okay, these are both old cases, and it looks like you had the review back in October of 2022. You didn't appear for it, and you came in today wanting to make things right.
Yes, I just got out of jail in Kentucky, so
Okay, where are you going to be living now?
over here.
North 5th Street?
Colgrove,
Colgrove, what's the address?
96 Private Drive, 1068.
Are you living with someone there?
Yeah, my father,
What's his name?
Charles.
What's his,
Charles,
Charles Mullins?
yes.
Okay, so what's going to happen is I'm going to withdraw the warrant. I'll give you a new review hearing, and you'll keep coming back. Now, you can do, are you able to pay anything on your fines?
Not right now, I just got out.
Okay, well, can you get here tomorrow morning?
Yeah,
Be here tomorrow morning, I'll give you double credit. So that'll give you $100 off your fine just by working tomorrow. So you got to be here at 7:30 a.m. on the west side of the building.
Okay.
I'll set your next review, so you don't have a job yet?
No.
Okay. June 30th, that's a Monday. If you get everything done, you don't have to come back. We'll just keep doing these until you get things done. June 30th, 9 o'clock. Any questions, Mr. Mullin?
Nope.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
All right.
State of Ohio versus Christopher Workman, case number CRD 22-614, PRD 22-1555.
Answer your Christopher Workman.
Yes, sir.
These were set for review hearings in 2024. It looks like you didn't appear. Did you get arrested on these? No?
No. No.
You had a bond up. It looks like you kind of skated through it, because you should have had a warrant issued back then. Mr. Sauerwood picked you up, but you're coming in on your own, right?
Yes, sir. I'd like to say that I'm sorry. I'm in recovery. I'm an addict. I turned myself in with Bethesda. I served 6 days, and I got frustrated and left. But I talked to her this morning. That was 3 days ago, and I'd like to restart it again.
With Bethesda?
Yes, and if it's fine with you guys, I'd like the court give me a little influence on the matter to make sure I do. And I injured my arm, but I can still work if you guys need help with community service.
All right, well, Taylor is here. Taylor, you want to talk with him and then?
Yeah, I'll talk to him. And he was in residential care. We just spoke outside about outpatient, so we're gonna set that up for next week.
Okay. Okay, so you can be here tomorrow then?
Yes, sir.
You're going to be outpatient. I'll withdraw the warrant that had been issued, and I'll schedule you for June 30th also. Get out here tomorrow, and that'll go. You've got some community service, so it'll take 2 days off of what you owe.
Okay.
7:30 on the west side of the building. That's where you need to report. Any questions, Mr.
No, sir.
Workman? Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Michael W. Dement II, case number CRD 25-284.
And sir, are you Michael W. Dement II?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Dement, it's alleged that at Perry Township, May the 3rd of this year, by threat of force, you knowingly caused Mason Dement, who's a member of your family or household, to believe that you would cause imminent physical harm to him or a member of his family or household. So that's what's called domestic violence is the charge. It's a 4th degree misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is 30 days in jail, $250 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand the rights you have as a defendant?
Yes.
How do you plead to this charge?
Not guilty.
Do you want a lawyer appointed to represent you?
I'll have a lawyer.
You have a lawyer?
I'll get a lawyer.
Okay. How much time do you need to do that?
A week, 2 weeks.
Are you employed?
Yes.
What's better for your work schedule? Because the hearings are either going to be Mondays or Fridays.
Monday or Friday, either one's fine.
It doesn't matter, either day. Well, about the earliest I have is June 2nd, and then after that,
June
we do
2nd is fine.
the 9th. June 2nd is fine, you can have a lawyer by then. Okay, I'm setting your next hearing for June 2nd for a pretrial at 10 o'clock. Does the state want a protection order?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is it any problem for you to stay away from Mason Dement?
He's actually here with me this morning, sir.
Okay.
We actually live together.
All right, would Mason Dement come up and
Mason
talk to the
Dement.
prosecutor, please?
Can you hear me now? I'm gonna take care of it.
You don't feel pressure, don't do it. What? Okay, all right. The victim doesn't want to order or,
Okay, no protection order then?
yeah.
Okay, no protection order. And Mason's request. Have you posted a bond?
No, I haven't did
Okay, I'm
anything.
gonna let you sign a signature bond of $500.
Okay.
That means as long as you come to court, you don't have to post the money, you're just promising that you will be here or pay $500 penalty for not showing up.
Thank you.
Your Honor, will he need to be fingerprinted?
Yes, so I'll make that a condition of the bond. That's a new thing we're enforcing. The Attorney General's office has gotten after us. So people, if they're not, because if they're arrested and taken to the jail, you weren't taken to the jail, then they're automatically fingerprinted. So anyone that's just cited in court with a criminal charge, I have to order them to go to the jail and get fingerprinted. So you need to take the bond form with you, because if you just go say, I want fingerprinted, sometimes they do something different. It's called a civil fingerprinting. That this has to be done in accordance with the bond. It'll be a part of your bond, go to the jail. Do that before you come back to court. So June the 2nd, unless your lawyer tells you they've made arrangements for a different date. June 2nd, 10 o'clock. And Mr. Cooper will get you the document you need to take with you to the jail. You're free. You can wait on him to bring it to you, and then you're free to go.
What about the, I had a warrant for my arrest whenever I called down here. Is that listed?
On another case?
No, this is all I
On this
have.
one, yeah, it's withdrawn. I'll withdraw the warrant.
Thank you.
On this case.
Thank you.
Your Honor, that's all the arrangements we have for right now. For ready for some pre-trial, but we had a sentencing, we get our investigation, we do it first.
Okay, we'll do it first.
State of Ohio versus Vicky Scarberry, case number TRC 24-1272, A and B. This was the Tyler Smith's case.
We need Mr. Smith in the courtroom, please, and Vicky Scarberry.
There are some people on Zoom, but I'm not sure who they are.
It doesn't look like Vicky Scarberry is one of them. She was at OVP.
Correct, I don't know if she finished with OVP and
She was transferring, according to the letter I had dated May the 8th, she was going from OVP to a place called the Renaissance Center in Huntington.
okay.
But I don't have anything confirming that she actually went there or that she's participating in that program. You haven't had any contact?
I had I knew that she was supposed to finish at some point at OVP, and I wasn't sure if she had yet or not, but it sounds like she has, so I'd ask for 7 days,
Okay.
try to get her in.
She's got 7 days to appear before a warrant will issue, and let's see. This is on the sentencing docket, but I don't think she had a bond up. I think she just pled and we were letting her do treatment.
Correct.
Okay.
So I'll try to get her back in, and I'll contact her. She may end up showing up late, I don't know, but I'll try to get in touch with her. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Candy Long, case number CRB 25306, DRC 251051.
I have 10
Your Honor, this is an arraignment.
All right, ma'am, are you Candy Long?
Yes, sir, I sure am.
Ms. Long, Beth's bring you a copy of some of the charges that have been filed. And assuming that's 25306.
Thank you,
is one you're about to enter. 25306 is an aggravated menacing charge. It's alleged that at Rome Township on May 1st, he knowingly caused John Stephen Heisel to believe he would cause serious physical harm to his person or property. Aggravated menacing is a first-degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. And then there's also case number 251051, TRC 251051, that was filed by the Village of Chesapeake, alleging April the 16th of this year at 11:24 p.m. in the Village of Chesapeake that you were operating a vehicle while being under the influence of alcohol, that you took a breath test and tested 20 on the breath test. And on a second offense, the maximum penalty is 6 months in jail, $1,625 fine, 5-year license suspension. The minimum penalty is 10 days in jail, $525 fine, and a 1-year license suspension. There can be a mandatory impoundment on this too, for 90 days if the vehicle was titled to you. And then they also charge you with no proof of insurance under village ordinance. And I believe that is a first-degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. So you've got several charges, 3 charges.
I don't think we can number that charge for no insurance.
It didn't get, all right. So the no proof of insurance may not have been filed.
No, just the safety valve.
There is a Progressive insurance card in the file. Is that yours?
Yes, sir. I took it yesterday.
Okay.
The Rome Township, I didn't get pulled over at there. But can I have a lawyer, Corey, please?
Okay, so I'll enter a not guilty plea for you, and you want to be considered for a court-appointed lawyer, right?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a job?
I take care of my father, but I don't get paid for it. I've got Social Security, sir.
Okay. I'll appoint Mr. Smith to represent you on all matters before the court. I'm entering a not guilty plea for you.
You doing that on this one or no?
It's that one.
Judge, as far as availability, any Friday in June. I seem to have jury trials every Monday and Tuesday in June.
Okay. June 20th.
That works, Judge.
June 20th will be the next hearing. It'll be a pretrial at 10 o'clock.
She says she's got an appointment with her dad today. Can we do the 27th? Is that
June 27th.
27th? That
At-
better?
Yes.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
June 27th will be the next hearing. Pretrial. And not guilty pleas are entered all
Thank
charges.
you, Judge.
We do want a protection order.
Oh, on the goodness. Okay, I'm going to order, is there any problem, ma'am, with you staying away from John Heisel?
Any problem staying away from John House?
Oh, I'm sorry.
She says she doesn't know who that is, she has no problem.
They don't live together or anything like
No,
that?
I don't know who that is.
Okay, well, you have to stay away from him. In order for you to stay away, don't go around or contact that person.
Okay.
I just need you to sign it, and I'll give you a copy in the hallway, please. Okay.
So what you need to do, once you sign it, wait in the lobby. She'll be there about 5 or 10 minutes to read.
Next hearing, June 27th.
Okay, just wait in the lobby, she'll read it, then you're free to go. I'll call you. State of Ohio versus Gary Cassie, case numbers CRB 16166, CRB 14309. Your Honor, he was scheduled for a review, we just got the call.
Okay. All right, you were correct. You were supposed to be
Yeah.
set for today.
Yeah, I wasn't going to do all that.
Okay. All right. You have a payment you're making today?
I paid it right at the first of the month.
Yes, you did make a payment May 5th.
Your Honor, I'm Mr. Kazee on another matter that's set for June 6th. So it may be simpler to just put these together while the cases are pending, rather than to give him separate court dates for each. Because that may be what caused the problem, realizing he was on the docket today.
June 6th will be your next hearing, sir.
Okay.
And just handle that during the pre-trials.
That's fine.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Amber, excuse me, this is the wrong case. State of Ohio versus Jeremy Bodmer, case number TRC 25376A and B.
This is Mr. Smith's case. And I have it as a pretrial on motion.
We do, Judge. I have served Mr. Hill with a copy of the motion. He is working on it. And Mr. Lambert's not aware of what's going on. I would ask for another pretrial since Mr. Hill's actually working in response to my motion.
All right. That June 20th day?
Yes, sir, that's fine. Any Friday, is that good for you? Not the way we're going to be.
June 20th will be the next hearing. Be a pretrial. If it's not resolved, then it'll be set for evidence.
Don's emailed it to you. What's the motion? This is for this. State of Ohio versus Michael Johnson, case number CRA 24824, CRB 24825, and CRB 24323.
He's at the counseling center.
No, okay. Yeah, that's. Judge, we have pre-tried this several times. We were at an impasse. I need a bench trial day.
Okay.
And any Friday at noon, if that works in June.
So this is on,
It was a felony, now it's a misdemeanor telephone harassment, so the file might be
did he
confusing.
come back? Because my notes were one of these was waived to the grand jury. Did it come back?
I think that we waived it, and then, if I'm correct, Taylor spoke with Philip, and they decided not to take it to the grand jury after we'd signed the waiver. It stayed here as a misdemeanor telephone harassment. Does that
Okay, so
sound right?
both, there's going to be two charges, 824 and 825, and they're both misdemeanors?
Yes.
And they're both telecommunication harassment, looks like. One was a felony, and one was a misdemeanor originally, so we'll make sure we got the right cases here. 824 was the felony. What was 825?
Well,
I think it was in the
It's the same.
telephone harassment.
thing you're under, but then one, that may be the charge that they refiled and
That's-
came back.
Okay, so
Yes.
824 was waived on 2725, and then
came back as 825.
I hope that's
Because
possible. I can't
it's-
say for certain.
And I know Randy's not been involved. It's my understanding that the state does not want to proceed on a felony. they spoke with the alleged victim, and she was fine with keeping it here as a misdemeanor.
I just wanted to make sure what charges were
You're
actually.
right, it is
tried,
confusing.
so
Sure.
There'll be one charge without communication, right? Okay.
Whatever Friday's best for you and June, Judge.
Well, looks like that 20th date is the first one without trial.
That's, I can do, that's perfect.
All right, June 20th for trial at 12 p.m.
Noon.
And we'll set, he's got a case that needs to be working on, a theft offense, that's got some community service and fines. We'll set it as a pretrial review the same day.
Through Josh.
Through Portsmouth.
Oh, Judge, he's at TCC enforcement, said he did some enforcement. I think he'll get with Josh to figure out, get that on his books.
Get that reported.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just entered phase 2 of transitional, so I have a day off each week, and I've been taking that day to go do some community service.
Okay. You can talk to Mr. Cooper or Mr. Major about how to get credit for this.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Teresa Patton, case number CRB 1845.
What's that? Crap, I wrote the wrong file. Is that Johnson?
Yes.
I just wrote the wrong file.
620 is the trial.
620 is the trial.
I wrote all of it.
Teresa Patton is Mr. Smith's case, also set for pretrial.
It's just clean them up later.
620 trial. I'll just mark it out.
Yep, all that stuff.
So mark this out. Okay, I'll go find out when the next hearing is up there. I can find my papers.
Okay, so your report is good. How do you want to proceed, Mr. Smith?
Judge, I'd like to go ahead and maybe, I don't know if we're there yet. If we are, we can get rid of the case, but if the state wants one more checkup, any Friday in June, I can come back. Maybe Mr. Hill would be here and could give some input.
She went back, she re-entered not that long ago, right? So-
Right, it started out in 2018. It's an old case, but then there was some problems along the way, but she seems to be on the right track now.
June 27th,
Yes, sir.
This one is 18 for the lady.
be the next hearing, June 27th.
State of Ohio versus Ian J. Lewis, case number TRC 25360, A, B, and C, TRD 25704. Ian Lewis.
This case, set for pretrial.
Judge, we had contact him yesterday. We're trying to get him in the office yesterday. He had a conflict. If a warrant goes out, I'd ask him to be held 7 days because it's weird he's not here.
Mr. Warford's on a traffic charge.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Judge.
He's not here for either charge. Okay, he's got 7 days to appear or a warrant will issue.
Thank you. I'll find out what's going on.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Okay. If I hear you, if you hear, all right, thanks. State of Ohio versus Mark Daniels, case number TRC 241469, A, B, and C. TRC 192674. Mr. Lewis is here whenever we want to get it back in rotation.
Mark Daniels is Mr. Steyer's case, 241469, 192674.
Your Honor, I believe we have a resolution to this. This is charged as an OVI, however, there's neither chemical testing nor field sobriety. Mr. Daniels is prepared and willing to enter a plea to the failure to control and driving under suspension. We would leave the sentencing on those matters to the court, and the state, in exchange for those pleas, is going to dismiss the OVI.
I understand why the state would dismiss the OVI.
From what I read, Your Honor, just quickly this morning, they couldn't tell if part of his condition was due to alcohol or the injury where he was.
Well, let a jury decide it. Let me read what's in the report. I mean, he had this wreck, one vehicle wreck, went off the road, struck a sign. When I arrived on the scene, the rider of Unit 1 was already in the squad. I attempted to speak with him at that time, but he was in and out of consciousness. I immediately detected a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage emanating from his person when I entered the squad. I completed my on-scene crash investigation and observed that he went off the north side of State Route 217, struck the guardrail. The driver was thrown over the handlebars and into a traffic sign. The ATV overturned on the roadway. There was a cooler strapped to the back of the four-wheeler with 5 empty beer cans and 2 unopened beer cans. I went to the hospital and attempted to obtain a statement from the driver. He was too intoxicated and kept falling asleep when I would attempt to speak with him. I was unable to get any tests from the driver. And he's got a prior, he's got multiple past alcohol-related offenses. I won't agree to the reduction.
All right, Your Honor.
Set it for a trial.
Well, I'd rather set for one more pre-trial. I don't.
Look, put it in front of the jury, and if they say, let him go, let him go. But I think there's pretty strong evidence that, you know, you don't have to have a 100% guarantee that you're going to get a conviction to do justice. Put it out there and let the good people of Lawrence County decide what they want to do.
Set it for trial then, Your Honor.
Well, there's no reason to come back for another pre-trial, Your Honor, I don't believe. I think this is
You want a jury trial?
probably would be best.
Well, you need to make a written demand.
Yeah. When are you setting trials, Your Honor?
Well, I just set one for June 20th, so it's going to be after that.
I'm on vacation the 23rd, I'm here the 27th.
In fact, this is one we could even start on the 26th. I'm getting old, so it's hard for me to do a jury trial in one day. We could plan on 2 days. Plan on me taking longer to get through it.
I have court in Ironton on the 26th,
What time?
9 o'clock.
When will it be over? Could we start at noon?
It could be, I think if we said noon, that would be a safe.
Because that way we can at least get the jury picked and might even, who knows, but we can get it and then we can come back and finish it up on the afternoon of the 27th. Okay, I'm going to set it to start, this case to start. When do you need to know to send out jury notices?
Your Honor, is 26th on a Thursday?
Thursday.
Yeah, could we do 1 o'clock instead of noon? Because I know Philip will probably he'll be.
Yeah, Phil will also be in Ironton.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we mail them, Your Honor. It depends on if we want to have a jury here. If you recall, the last time we didn't have that many jurors here. So I like to at least get 2 weeks.
Okay. Well, let's do a pretrial. I know you say, lawyers say they're never gonna work it out, but then at the last minute, they seem to work it out. So let's before the clerk has to send out notice to 50 people to come in for a jury that may not happen, let's meet again on June.
I'm here the 9th, Your Honor.
Okay. How about the 13th, I was thinking?
I'm here the 13th as well, I just didn't know if that gave enough time.
Yeah, that's.
Measuring from when?
Can you-
We're measuring from Thursday is the question.
Well, I'm on vacation the following week, the 16th through the 20th.
Okay, the 9th's probably better than June 9th.
Sure.
Okay, June the 9th, we'll do a pretrial. And if they try to get, I mean, there's gonna be hospital records that I assume there's gonna be a blood alcohol in those hospital records. I mean, in every case I've ever done as a private attorney, under these circumstances, they're gonna do blood alcohol at the hospital. Shouldn't be that hard to get a hold of. Okay, June the 9th will be the next hearing. We're shooting for starting a jury on June 26th.
Your Honor, I'm ready to call some
I'm sorry.
prisoners that are back in hold.
We got prisoners here today.
Wait in the lobby for me.
So we'll do that in some of those cases.
State of Ohio versus Stephen Clark, case number CRA 25305, and Sandra Thomas is on deck.
Yes.
I didn't know they were here yet.
You need me on the arraignment, sir. If you do, just let me know. Good trial.
Sir, are you Stephen Clark? Mr. Clark,
They know shit.
well, let's go over your rights first. You have a right to remain silent, you don't have to say anything, but what you're saying here in court is all being taken down, that can be used against you later if you admit something. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one, to have bail, and to make the state prove charges beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand that? This is a little unusual in that the charges are from a different state. They're not from Ohio, they're from Kentucky. And it's Boyd County Circuit Court, and they're alleging that they've got a charge against you, some sort of theft of parts from an automobile, I believe. And they want you returned to that jurisdiction. It's called an extradition. You have a right to come hearing here in this court to make sure you're the right person and that there's a good reason to send you to Kentucky on these charges. And I can appoint a lawyer here for you if you want, if you're qualified for court-appointed lawyer. Do you want to have an extradition hearing? You can waive extraditions, and it doesn't mean you're agreeing you did what's the offense charge, but it means you're agreeing that you should go to Kentucky and face these charges.
Yeah, I'm gonna waive it.
Okay. So I'm going to give you a waiver form. Is there any kind of bond? They say you're okay with you posting a bond, which usually Kentucky says no bond to be posted. So they say they're okay with you posting a bond. Is there any kind of bond you could post to secure your appearance? Not let you go turn yourself in?
Probably not. It's a restitution case is what it is. I owe $100 and some dollars in restitution, so I don't have to pay.
Okay. So if I set your bond, say at $1,000, and let you use a bail bondsman, they might charge you $150, but you lose the money, but then you could go turn yourself in and Boyd County. You don't think you could do that? Do you want to try to do that? Okay, here's the waiver of extradition form. Read that over. That waives your hearing on whether you're the person being sought and whether there's good cause to send you to Kentucky. So we're not going to have a hearing about that. What I can do, Mr. Sowers posts 95% of the bonds here, and he's really responsive. So if we text him, he's gonna get in touch with you, probably here, about whether you can post bond. You wanna talk to him? Okay, so I'll recall it later to see if you can post bond. Then what I would do, if you can post bond, I'll give you a time frame and say, go over there and turn yourself in, and then the bond here will be released. Okay? So you can contact Mr. Sowers. Okay, so we'll recall it later in the docket after you have a chance to talk to him, see if you can post bond. You're welcome. Yeah.
State of Ohio versus Sandra Constant, case number CRA 25308, and Randall Eplin is on there.
I saw that you did commencement there. Ma'am, are you Sandra Thompson? Case number 25308, and this is a extradition also. Boyd County Circuit Court. So, same thing as the last case. So, I don't know if you could hear what I was telling the last gentleman. And do I need to go over your rights? I've explained them a few times. I think you all can hear about it, can't you, when I'm talking? So you understand your rights. You have a right to have an extradition hearing to decide if you're the person being sought by Boyd County Circuit Court. And they're saying that you violated your probation over there on some sort of possession of methamphetamine and drug paraphernalia charge. And they do ask that you not be allowed to set a bond. They want you held until they come get you. So, but you have a right to have a hearing here. We can have a hearing here, and it would be, the issue would not be, did you violate your probation in Kentucky? It would be, are you the person they're asking for, and is there good reason to send you to Kentucky on this matter? You want to have a hearing about that, you can waive it. That means you're waiving extradition. You're agreeing to go to Kentucky. Okay. So I'm going to give them a week to come pick you up. Usually, because they're so close, 2 or 3 days, that it happens, unless something goes wrong. Sometimes things do go wrong. Failure to communicate is usually what happens. So that would be the 30th. Well, that's a holiday. No, it's not. Holiday's 26th. That's coming up this month. Okay, so this would be the 30th. So I'm giving them till 8 a.m. on May 30th. Pick you up. If you're still in the jail, I don't want you to sit back there and be forgotten about. I'm going to put you on my docket for May 30th at 10 o'clock. But you should be gone. There's a 95% chance you'll be gone. If you're still in the jail, somebody messed up. You should be gone by then. Okay, by signing this, you're agreeing to waive an extradition hearing that you can be returned to Kentucky or sent to Kentucky. Do you have any questions, ma'am? Okay, that's all. Hopefully I won't see you next week. And I'll set a hearing just in case to make sure you do get picked up. May 30th at 10 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus Randall Eplin, case number CRB 25307, TRC 242509 A and D, CRB 17181, TRC 18666 A and B.
Sir, you're Randall Eplin.
Yes, sir.
You were just served a copy of the charge 25307. It's a theft offense. It alleges that on May 21st in Fayette Township, you purposely tried to rob Speedway, a property, without their consent That's a first-degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. And there's some old cases, 24-2509. And this was Mr. Steyer's case, so we probably need to get him in the courtroom. It's still pending. Randall Eplin, he had an OVI, it looks like, back in 2020. Well, it's December, and then he had a pretrial.
December of this last year?
In April, that it's alleged he failed to appear for, so a warrant got issued on that. And then he had some prior cases back in 2017, 2018, also where there was failures to appear. So there's several failures to appear, and then we got this new charge of theft. And we'll go right to the issue of court-appointed counsel. Do you have a job, Mr. Epplin?
No.
Any income at all?
No.
Okay, I'll appoint Mr. Steyer to represent you on the new charge also. I'm going to enter a not guilty plea on that. Because of this history of failing to appear, I feel like we're going to have a bond. So I'm going to set it at $2,500 cash or surety on the new charge, and that will cover everything. That charge and his prior charges. And then you think that's a bond you could post, sir?
2,500.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. So we need to come back pretty quick then. He's going to be in the jailhouse. See what we got. We can do it Tuesday. That's really light docket. I don't know if you're available then. Or,
Not available Tuesday, Your Honor. But I will be here.
Next Friday, to do it. It's going to be a busy docket.
But I am, yeah, I think I look like I might have half of it. That's fine. That was wrong there. 30th, I'm sorry. No, I'm here from about 2:30, so I'm here.
Okay, we'll set all Mr. Eplin's cases for pre-trials on May 30th at 10 o'clock. Do you want the files?
Yeah, that'd be helpful.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Jasmine Green, case number CRB 24-700, and Dana Howard is on there.
Does he know that he's here?
He's not available to talk to him.
And this is Mr. Smith's case, so we need Roger Smith in the courtroom. Mr. Smith, this is your case. Yes, the one I texted you about yesterday.
Yes, I appreciate it.
It looks like she missed a hearing April the 18th.
I spent time in jail. I already took care of this. You guys had to sit in jail for 3 days to take care of it. And I was on Zoom. I was here.
Judge, I have a faulty memory. I don't remember being here because we were dismissed without cause. We called the case. She wasn't here. Your Honor, should have been sworn. Here we are.
You want to talk with her and then we'll recall it?
Sure.
Okay, here's the court file.
State of Ohio versus Dana Howard, case number CRB 25-235. Stacy Tackett is on deck.
He's in the room. He's out.
Sir, you're Dana Howard.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Howard, it's alleged that you missed a review hearing on March 31st of this year It was on a domestic violence case.
Yes, sir.
Do you admit or deny you missed that hearing?
I admit,
Do you have a good reason for not being here?
sir, I thought I had finished all my community service hours and I didn't realize I had a day left.
I'm showing you got 1 day left plus 100, well, probably some of that's,
It's that is the benchmark.
Okay.
I have spoken to Mr. Howard's sister, and she did say that he had been arrested in Gowdy County, and he was housed up there several days on this warrant, but it looks like the 6 hours of community service that he had completed was the only piece of the warrant.
okay. All right, well, I'm showing that you still owed a day of community service and you didn't show up.
That's what it was, sir, but I thought I'd finished all the days I had, and I didn't think I had to show back up.
Okay.
My error. I'm so sorry.
Well, you're the one, you got picked up in Gowdy County, so how many days you spend up there?
I've been, today makes 7 days altogether between Gowdy County and Lawrence County.
Okay. Okay, well, I'm gonna make a deal for you. Where do you live now? Chesapeake?
Yes, sir.
Can you do community service?
I can do it tomorrow morning.
You do it tomorrow morning and I'll wipe out everything, your costs and your 1 day of community service. I'll give you almost triple credit
Thank you.
since you got 7 days in jail.
So I'll be out today.
Yeah, you're gonna get out today, show up in the morning, do that 1 day, and then your case is done.
Thank you so much, sir.
So, but I'm gonna put it on the docket just to make sure, because, you know, I have people, believe it or not, people will lie to me in the courtroom. You would think they would not do that. I had people just, I'm believing you, I'm a very gullible person, I believe you're gonna show up. But I'll have people say, yeah, Judge, I'll be there tomorrow and I'll do it, and then they don't show up.
Can I say something, sir?
Yes, sir.
All this that I've been charged with and stuff is a lie. I didn't do anything wrong.
Well, I can't, but you pled guilty or got found guilty,
I had
so,
to choice because I had to, they gave me a plea to drop the felony, plea to the misdemeanor, but I knew I was guilty of the felony because it was in the backseat of the police car.
well, I can't go back and do anything about that now. That's a long time ago. You pled and you got sentenced, so you gotta finish what you're ordered to do.
Yes, sir, I will tomorrow morning, it'll be done.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a review hearing date, a month out, and then if you do finish it, and just verify it with Mr. Cooper or Mr. Major, then you don't have to show back up. We'll make it exactly 1 month, June 23rd. If something happens, you get sick or whatever, and you don't get it done, then you gotta be here June 23rd, or you'll go through this whole thing again, you'll get a warrant.
So I will be here tomorrow morning to finish my hours.
Okay, we got a weed eater that'll fit your hand. Okay. That's all. You'll get out later today.
State of Ohio versus Stacy Tackett, case number CRB 22475. Joseph McGranaham is on that.
And this is Mr. Steyer's case. It was set for pretrial previously.
Yes, my understanding is it's set at this point for arraignment. On judge was here. I was unable to locate the file on this matter, so don't actually, I have just a second to look at the court's file.
Okay, do you want to talk with her and take the court's file?
Probably wouldn't hurt, I talked to her, we better figure out where we are on things, up the state as well, I don't have their file either.
We'll recall.
Thank you.
22475 is the case.
State of Ohio versus Joseph McGranaham, case number CRB 25294, CRB 25295, A and B, and CRA 2278.
Randy, we need Randy to come in.
And this is Mr. Smith's case.
It is, Judge. It's a matter of the argument. Yeah. Is the court's where he's got a whole parole violation of West Virginia. He's got these new charges here. I suggest dismissal, go to West Virginia, Mr. Lambert, and I'm in his position. Was it
too excited about doing that, but I think the state position is they would let him go to West Virginia and put a hold on him, so he does his West Virginia time, he has to come back here without refiling this MRE. So it stayed open and he didn't put a hold on him.
I don't have anything from West Virginia.
Last time he had a rule violation.
I'm not, well, because I'm overlooking it.
That the
What the case is.
2278, the grand theft, that's the older case, CRA 2278.
That was one of.
That's here.
Aunt's car
Then
that
there's
she wasn't.
resisting arrest and aggravated possession, the CRA 25294.
Yeah. Maybe I'm totally missing what happened, but I thought he had a rule violation.
It's not in any of these charges that I have. There's a bunch of charges here that none of them.
I could have been thinking about a different case, I apologize. I lost my mind. Okay. Speaking with Mr. Lambert, this is a case ultimately is going to be recommended for treatment. My client's going to do treatment. Let me see if the next- Apparently he's in the process of getting Ohio medical court judge. I don't know which provider, his sister works at Cardinals, so they're probably out.
Works where?
Cardinals. She has, I don't know if they do cases here anyway.
They have, but not on a regular
Okay,
basis.
so they would be out of the room, but anybody else would be willing to do that.
So it looks like his felonies are all felony 5 possessions. So it looks like, is there going to be a request for a GPS?
Yes, Your Honor, I think with the charges that he's got.
If there is a potential of a parole coming from West Virginia, I think that would be wise to have a GPS in place.
Your Honor, if I may, last week we put 4 GPSs on and there was 3 unavailable.
Okay.
So it may be a little while before we get a monitor.
Your Honor, can I say something about the old case, the F40?
Probably should say it to Mr. Smith.
I'm going to work on that. It's my understanding the aunt was the victim. She no longer wants to pursue it, but I have not confirmed that yet. I told him I'm going to reach out to her. The state might have taken that to reach out to her. It's no longer even in possession of her.
The 22 case.
Yes, it's old, and but I have not confirmed it, but I told him I would reach out. We still have other cases pending.
You want to try to contact adult probation and see what they're saying about time frame for?
I don't mind. Can we call this?
Yeah, we'll recall it later in the docket.
I still have a chance to agree with that.
State of Ohio versus James Willis, case number CRA 25-290 A and B. And Jonathan Harr is on deck.
This is Mr. Steyer's case. Here is one. Okay. On the Grand Hand, apparently there is some kind of holder out of West Virginia. It's being faxed in now.
Okay. Copper and, that's right. I'm thinking of Wells.
This is Wells. There's no resistance. Well, just make it a 10. Just make it M1. All right, Your Honor, I think we have a resolution to this. The state is willing to reduce the charges to an M1 theft, to which Mr. Willis is willing to enter a guilty plea. The sentence will be 45 days in Lawrence County Jail, credit for time served. What day were you arrested? You were arrested on May the 2nd.
Luke, do the 90 with 45 suspended.
90 with 45 suspended. Credit for time served, in the amount, going back to the
7
date.
days, it looks like.
Yeah, going to the date of the incident. And, we're agreeable to that. And court costs, obviously.
Is there any restitution?
ORC for what the amended charge?
I don't believe any of
No, Your Honor, he was found there, everything, nothing left there that we're aware of.
Okay. What about, it says vandalism though, is there something?
It's the same incident, Your
We're
Honor.
just calling it that for the ease of.
Okay.
You're
Yeah.
leaving
To
it
get
the
it, to
same
get rid of
section
it.
number?
Apologies.
You're leaving it under the same section number?
No, it's not in the same section.
291302, I believe.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what I needed from.
2913.
So, just change the A case and the B case to be dismissed.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Willis, what your attorney and the prosecutor are saying is they're amending, you got 2 felony charges now, breaking and entering and vandalism. They're willing to, in effect, say either amend or dismiss and refile it as a misdemeanor theft, 1 charge of misdemeanor theft. And your attorney is saying that you're agreeable to pleading guilty to that charge. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And do you agree with your attorney?
Yes.
You have a right to make a statement to the court. Mr. Steyer doesn't like it when his clients do that, but it even has a very fancy name. It's called allocution. You have a right to make allocution to the court. You don't have to. Do you have anything you want to say? Okay. Okay, so we've got it amended to a theft offense on 25290A. And let me read the affidavit to see. And this was at the Country Heart Hotel, wasn't somebody's private residence.
No, it's Country Heart.
And it's not operating as a business now, right?
No, it's not.
Okay. Okay, I'll impose a $150 fine. Order you to pay the court costs, 90 days in jail, suspend 45, credit for 7 already served, 2 years of level 5 probation, review hearing on November 21st of this year. If you finish things before November 21st, you don't have to appear. If you still owe anything, you have to show up and ask for more time. You can do community service also once you get your jail time done. If you can't pay, you can do community service and you get $50 a day credit toward any fine or court costs for community service. And that's every day here at 7:30 except Sundays here at the court. Okay, any questions, Mr. Wills? Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Jonathan Hart, case number CRD 16926.
All right, sir, are you Jonathan Hart?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Mr. Hart, it's alleged that you had a review hearing on a theft conviction on March 29th of 2024, so over a year ago, and that you failed to appear for that review hearing. And a warrant got issued, then eventually I got arrested on the warrant. Do you admit or deny you failed to appear for your review hearing?
I'll make that wrong.
Do you have a good reason for not coming?
I was going through a lot of time, transportation was a problem, I made my mistake. If I just get a chance to get it done, I'll get it out of the way.
How long you been in jail now?
4 days, 4 days.
Are you still living in Franklin Furnace?
No, sir, no.
Okay, what about, then I had an address in Wheelersburg too.
No.
Where are you now?
15A, Southwest.
15A Webster,
Yes, sir.
South Webster.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm showing you still owe 42 hours of community service and $560 in fines and court costs. So you can do your community service, and since you're inside of the county, you can do it at the municipal court there in Portsmouth. They have a community service card. You just need to make sure they send us the hours that you do. All right. What do you got to tell me? Are you going to do this?
Yes, sir, John.
The other option is just to leave you in jail, and I assume you don't want that.
No.
At some point, that's what we're going to have to do if you don't get this taken care of. Okay, I'll send you the time served for not coming to your hearing. Give you another chance. Set it for a review hearing on June 30th. Make it easy. If you do some stuff, if you work on it, get some stuff done in the next month, and you're actually making progress, I'll let you appear. So we got people up here on the screen. You have a smartphone or a laptop. Everybody's got a smartphone. Nobody hardly doesn't have a smartphone. So you can appear by teleconference rather than drive all the way from Portsmouth here for your hearing. As long as you're making progress. If you're not making progress, then you got to appear in person. If you don't appear in person, you're not doing anything, you're going to get a warrant. You understand how it works?
Yes, sir,
So get this done, and you can quit coming to these hearings. June 30th, that's the last Monday, it's the last day in June. Last day in June and the last Monday in June is your next review hearing. So that's it.
Thank you, John.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Trevor event. Case number CRA 25309, CRB 25311A and B, CRB 24344, CRA 23380.
All right, Mr. Steyer's been his attorney, I believe, in the past.
You're rating him on the new charges, Your Honor?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yes, I have a new charge.
Well, it's not right.
CRA 25309, possession of cocaine, felon 5. 25311A, possession of a drug abuse instrument, M1. 311B, another possession of drug abuse instrument, that's charges in M4. One was a hypodermic, that's the M1. The M4 is a glass pipe. I think that's all the charges. Do you wish me to read those?
No, we'll waive reading of the charges and enter a not guilty pleas of misdemeanors and ask for a preliminary hearing date on the felonies.
State's position. State's position on bond.
Your Honor, we'd request a bond, something reasonable to require him to appear. We'll leave it up to this court.
I would wonder if the court would consider a recognizance bond with a requirement of treatment.
Well, I was told we probably need to get Mr. Lehman involved, maybe Ms. Dalrymple. They were involved with him yesterday and wanted him to go to treatment, and there was some kerfuffle, I guess would be what I would call it, about that. And that's why he's in the jailhouse now instead of going to treatment. So
Neither of them are here.
I would like to consult with them before, I'm open.
Could we set a bond today, Your Honor, and maybe set this back for Monday, and maybe talk to them in the meantime? Or get one of them here?
They should be available, they're out on the
Actually, Tuesday.
Project Bid Bridge today. So
Monday is the holiday, I'm not here Tuesday, so Friday is as soon as I'll be back.
let's try to do it today.
Your Honor, would you want me to try to get a hold of Megan?
Yeah.
We'll see if we get a hold
No,
You guys have this recall?
recall it. Yeah.
We'll recall this later in the day.
State of Ohio versus Stephen Clark, on the recall case number CRA 25305. Given that it's a recall.
This is Clark. It's not mine. Oh, this.
Your Honor, it's back to the judge's jail.
All right, so I can't tell you whether he'll bond you out because he's not available till this afternoon. Apparently, it'll be after course over. So, I'll set bond at $1,000 cash assured. And we've already signed a waiver. If you are able to make a bond, I'll go ahead and set your next hearing. Are you pretty sure you can make a bond? It's probably gonna be $150, I think.
There's a good chance that I
You're not sure? If you're not sure, then I'll set it sooner. If you were sure, I would get it further out before we came back for another hearing. Oh, that's gonna be up to Kentucky. I mean, are you talking about getting credit over there for times?
She's talking about that he has so many days to treat.
Well, no, I'm not gonna, here's the way it works. I'm not gonna order them to come pick you up if you're gonna get out and go turn yourself in. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. They could be driving across the bridge and you're driving the other way, and they're wasting their time coming to the jail, and you're not there.
I would really not chance it and have 5 days sit here to appear and then, you know what I mean? Because
Okay, so you don't want to postpone it? Okay, so I'm going to put it on here, you can't postpone. I'm going to give them 8 days because we got a holiday in here. And as I told one of the other people in the back that has a similar circumstance, usually with Boyd County, I mean, it adjoins our county, so usually within 2 or 3 days they pick you up, but I can't guarantee it, it's up to them. But I'm going to give them 8 days. So that's, well, I'm sorry, I'm thinking holidays and 7 days. No, I'll give them 7 days. They've got until May 30th. So that's 7 days. So they should, and they can come with they got 2 people to pick up, so be very efficient and get them both at the same time. So they've got until 8 a.m. on May 30th. And the way I do this, to make sure you're not sitting in the jail forgotten about, is I'll put you on my docket for May 30th at 10 o'clock. So if you're still sitting in the jail, I'll see you next Friday sometime after 10 a.m. But as I said before, usually 95% of the time it works and people get picked up. Any questions, sir? No, sir. Okay, good luck to you. Thank you. You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Jasmine Green, case number CRB 24700, and Joseph McCranahan is on deck.
Your Honor, I spoke with Ms. Green, we had a conversation. Apparently this is a miscommunication because the understanding was the case would be dismissed and she didn't have to pay costs, the cost filing. The party agreed to pay costs, which makes sense that she would show up at a hearing where her case would be dismissed. She's now spent 100 days in jail. For the failure to appear, I would ask, there have been no further incidents. She wasn't paying costs, but the case would be dismissed in the 2 or 3 days she served.
Any opposition to that?
No, Your Honor.
Case is dismissed.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Joseph McGranahan on recall, case number CRA 25294, CRA 25295 A and D, CRA 2278.
Okay, well, I was told there was going to be something faxed here on the holder from West Virginia, is that?
Oh, nobody is.
Oh.
Can we check that?
Yes, sir. We have to call you back on this, the holder is coming.
I was told the holder was on its way.
Yeah, it's on the back.
Okay.
I'll check it out.
Okay, we'll recall. Oh, yeah. Well, the prosecutor needs to sign. This was between Philip and Chris Delauder. So, I don't know, have you all signed it or agree with it? There's going to be a protection order issued, and then he's going to appear for arraignment later, as our pretrial, I believe. I sent, it may have come from your office. I'm not sure.
Jasmine's what gave it to me.
Who's it on? Okay. Yes, I don't believe he'll be here today, Judge. I just believe this needed to happen quickly.
Okay. The prosecutor's in agreement with it.
Yes. Phillips, but Chris, they weren't coming out, but they wanted the TPM in effect immediately.
Okay, okay.
That's why they can't respond.
State of Ohio versus Tiara Smith, case number CRB 25212, here at the court.
Okay, this is set for arraignment, it looks like. And the bail's bringing you a copy of the charge. You're Tiara Smith.
Yes. Thank you.
It's alleging, man, that on May the 19th in Union Township, you were a parent, guardian, custodian, or had custody or control of a minor child and violated a duty of care, protection, or support to that child.
I assume there's something inside, they just keep reading that, like, just sign whatever it is.
Okay, this is for leaving a child alone in the vehicle, I think, we're basically charged with looking at the affidavit. Do you understand the charge?
I do.
Do you understand your rights?
I do.
How do you plead?
Not guilty.
You want a lawyer appointed to represent you?
Yes, please.
Are you working?
I do.
What do you do?
I work at the Head Start. I'm part-time
And where's that?
in Louisa, Kentucky.
Are you paid by the hour?
Yes,
How much per hour?
$11.
Okay, you're eligible for appointed counsel then. Mr. Morford, I'll appoint you. I'm entering a not guilty plea. She has a bond up. Now, I have a Columbus address for you, is that right, or?
No, that's not where I live yet. I haven't been able to change everything over.
What's your current address?
1970, 5 Forks Road,
5 Forks?
Fiveforks, in Louisa, Kentucky.
But it's gonna be Tuesday, and they wanna ankle monitor, but they got it set up for shopping, they gotta pick him up on Tuesday. But he has to have an ankle monitor.
Okay.
So I'll just double check. Okay, so, this one, sorry.
The earliest I could set is June 2nd.
That's fine with me, Judge.
Okay. June 2nd will be the next hearing date for a pretrial at 10 a.m. The bonds continued that she posted. Not guilty pleas in.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Michael Davis III, case number CRB 24215, CRB 24767, CRB 24649, A and B, CRB 2490, A and B. This is Mr. Steyer's case.
I'm coming out of it.
No, I just think.
Your Honor, Mr. Davis contacted me yesterday. He was unable to get a ride here. His mother-in-law was going to give him a ride, and she's in the hospital. I told him I couldn't excuse his appearance, but that he appeared by video, the court would probably be a little more understanding of his non-appearance. And there, I think that's him up on the screen now. Yeah, that's him at the bottom center.
I got a text from Brianna Dement from OVP saying he is compliant. She's not able to be here today, but she did send me a text saying he's compliant with his treatment.
So what I'd like to do then, Your Honor, is if he's compliant, set this out a little bit further till the day he can get here, hopefully, and revisit the matter then.
How about June 16th?
I'm available the 16th, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Davis, continue on with your counseling as you have been doing. June 16th will be your next hearing at 10 o'clock. You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Cameron Haas, case number CRB 24716.
Sit here.
May I pray, Your Honor?
Yes.
Looks like they got her copy.
This is missed.
That says he is completing.
Right, he is completed, Your Honor. This was a 90-day continuance to be dismissed upon completion of anger management and payment of court costs. I confirmed with the clerk's office this morning that he has paid the court costs, and we just got confirmation of the anger management. So I would ask that the state dismiss at this time.
That's fine, Your Honor.
Case will be dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sir, good job.
State of Ohio versus Stanley Napier, case number CRB 25201.
Mr. Steyer's case set for pretrial.
Your Honor, this matter is a cross-filing with an individual with a minor whose case went through the juvenile and probate court. That case has been dismissed. I think that happened earlier this week. I don't know exactly what day, but it's been dismissed. And the guardian of the alleged victim was here this morning and told Jasmine that she supported a dismissal in this case. There is a CPO that has already been granted regarding the alleged minor and against Mr. Napier. Well, he's not an alleged minor, against the minor, against Mr. Napier in common pleas court. So there's no need for this to be pending or to have a conviction in order to keep the parties away from one another. There is a CPO. It's been granted. So at this time, I think the state's inclined to dismiss.
Yes, Your Honor, based on the victim's statement, we would dismiss.
And that's without cost. Is that without cost, Mr. Ranger?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, dismiss, case will be outright dismissed.
Thank you.
Do we have a TPO here? We have a TPO here, Your Honor. We'll recall it then,
Yes.
since there's one then.
Yes.
The CPO from common pleas is still active. That's a whole separate issue. Okay.
State of Ohio versus Jason Taylor, case number CRB 2524 A, B, and C, PRC 172266 A and D.
So we're still where we are. The officer's very suspended, probation, with no conduct order, paid $105 in restitution. Your Honor, this matter, I think we have an agreeable resolution on this, which was there would be a dismissal, and this may have actually already happened, of the dismissal of the A case and the B case, with a plea of guilty to the C case, which is criminal damaging M2. There are separate victims on the A, B, and then a different person on the C. The recommended sentence would be 30 days in jail suspended with probation at a level that the court deems appropriate. A no contact order with Adam Bryant, who was the victim on the C case, as well as restitution. The amount that was discussed previously was $805. The state, there's some indication that there may have been some labor cost involved, but there's no actual evidence that labor cost was ever paid.
Originally, the window was 805, and we received a notice that that's without installation.
Has counsel seen the report from Washington County Recovery?
I have not yet, Your Honor.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I've got the April 21st report, Your Honor. There hasn't been one.
May 23rd.
We got one just handed to us. Let me see, there's multiple copies here. No, it's all one. Okay.
He was non-compliant then.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
My notes from the last hearing were we would finalize things today if there was a good report, but this is not a good report.
No, it's not, Your Honor.
It's not what we were looking for, Your Honor. I didn't realize that. I don't know at this point then what the court's pleasure would be if I want to come back again and take another try at getting a better report.
I know they said in April they was going to discharge him. I assume they took him back, but then.
We'll say the most recent screen is what's clean.
Is there?
His screen and everything is clean.
So he is clean now, Your Honor.
As of the 20th.
Well, okay.
Well, let's see if we can get a better report over a longer period of time.
If the court's intention would be go out about a month, the 27th would be the best.
Can we do that?
Oh, could we do I can't do it 30th, I've got a jury trial.
23rd,
I'm on vacation the 23rd, Your Honor.
July.
Is there a day after we do after the 30th? I'll be out of town, so.
There's really not a good day. I've got a jury trial.
27th, we could probably make, I'll make it work.
Okay, we'd like the 27th, Your Honor.
Okay, June 27th. Next hearing for Mr. Taylor is all his cases is June 27th. June 27th.
You need a copy of that. Do you have that with you?
I don't have that.
Someone's got to pay the court cost.
He's got that 17 case he needs to work on.
Yeah, pay on the fines. Yes, sir. I'm gonna pay some today.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Rachel Hellman. Thank you. Case number CRB 24-320. I think she's on the Zoom.
She is. Your Honor, this matter is one that has been, it's actually already gone up. I don't know when the grand jury, is the grand jury meeting now or are they meeting next week?
Yes.
Jasmine?
Yes.
When does the grand jury actually meet?
Is it next Thursday and Friday? Yes,
Thursday.
next Thursday.
Okay, so the grand
Friday.
jury's meeting next week, and my understanding is this case is going to be on that grand jury. However, in order to have the possibility of maintaining her bond, we asked to have it reset today, despite the fact that the state already said they're going to go on to the grand jury with it, so that she can let the court know that she is willing to waive her preliminary hearing. I can execute that waiver on her behalf, and her bond can then be transferred to the common pleas court in hopes that we can maintain that.
She also has a conviction here.
Because I'm looking at a menacing that was sentenced in.
Yeah, 24-320.
That, yes, that matter was already, that's a separate incident entirely. And that matter would, I guess, would either remain on or go to the review hearing docket, whereas the felony, we would waive to the grand jury.
Yes, Mark, now it's a pretrial and review. What's the case?
Right here.
Do we have a case number?
Let me see if I have the case number for the new.
Oh, okay, gotcha, gotcha.
Yes,
gotcha.
it's already been waived to the grand jury.
Actually, I think it was the phone number for them.
I have a new charge. I have a CR 24-518 that was waived.
Was there a waiver done? I thought we didn't have the waiver executed.
We'll have to pull the phone and see, it's filled out in the computer screen, that's.
Well,
24-518. 24-518.
My understanding is we discussed it, but didn't actually do the waiver because she wasn't available that day, and we got it reset for today. That was my memory, but I could be mistaken. It's happened several times a day.
I don't have the file, so let's have the clerk pull the file and we'll recall it.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Sean Paul Burns Jr. Case number CRB 25117. Mr. Morford's case.
Set for pretrial.
I have, there was, on April 1st, there was an issue, and also there was a question about medical care, so what's the status?
The last report I have is from Jester Today Recovery out of still there.
Yeah.
From South Point.
Okay.
Judge, I have one dated 5/23.
I don't have that.
Looks like a good report, Your Honor.
Yes.
This is my copy.
Yes, Judge.
Your report. How do you proceed, Mr. Morford?
Judge, I think we probably should stay the course. I don't think he's graduated yet.
Your Honor, I have one of my, he's pretty much caseworkers.
My name's Jared from Just for Day Recovery. I'm a clinical supervisor. Sean has done quite well. He's obtained employment and he's engaged in therapy. He's not quite completed the program, however, but he's made significant progress since he's been with us. I'm super proud of everything he's done.
Okay, thanks for that report. Okay, so we'll come back then, keep monitoring until he completes his treatment. Maybe 1st of July, go a little more than a month.
4th? Well, no, that's Independence Day.
Yeah.
7th or?
7th is fine. July 7th. 10 o'clock will be the next hearing.
State of Ohio versus Amber Smith, case number CRA 24773, CRV 22430. Amber Smith.
Yes, sir.
Okay, she's appearing by teleconference, and this is Mr. Morford's case, set for pre-trial. Are you still at recovery point?
Yes, sir.
Judge, when I spoke to her caseworker last week to get this continued, she had nothing but a glowing report from Ms. Smith.
She's been there since December, it looks like.
Yes, sir.
And that, as I recall, it's a pretty long-term program. Is it at least 9 months, 9 to 12 months, I think?
Yes.
All right, can we need to get a report from, is there someone there who can give us a report or get one sent in for filing in your case?
Yes, I can get somebody right now. Let me get, hold on just a second, Judge. Okay, hold on just a second. Here's the director. Hello.
Hi, I'm Judge Capper at the Lawrence County, Ohio Municipal Court, and we're monitoring Amber Smith's progress there with you. Can you just give me a brief oral report as to how she's doing?
Yeah, Amber is, she's doing great in the program. She has all of her screen passed. She's progressing just the way that she should be. She's right on track. She's currently working security for us. That's her job for these 2 weeks. They switch jobs, like, so she'll be probably in the kitchen next, but everything's going really well with Amber.
Okay, and her projected finish date would probably be in fall or late fall this year?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for that report, ma'am.
Yes, no problem.
So let's go ahead and set a follow-up. She's going to be there for a while, so I would say we could do the July 7th date.
Sure.
For that also. All right, if we would let Amber know she has a follow-up July 7th, and she can appear by teleconference as she is today, as long as she's compliant.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
State of Ohio versus Brittany Eplin, Case number CRB 23589, A and B.
It's Mr. Morford's case, and that's, says a pre-trial.
Your Honor, do you have a report dated 5/21?
I do not. The last one I have is April 22nd.
Still want to go to writer things.
Or anywhere closer to home in this matter.
All right, Mr. Morford.
Judge, she has made a request to me to ask the court if she could move somewhere closer to home to finish her treatment.
I'd like to do outpatient, somewhere.
They say that in the report that that's one of the things you're focused on. Unfortunately, Mr. Tarleton's not here today. So how did you get here? Someone else transported you, or?
Yes, sir, TCC did.
Yeah, I knew you were with the counseling center. Is there someone here from the counseling center today, or? Okay. They just dropped you off, or what?
Yes, sir.
Okay, they'll come back and get you.
Yes, sir. I have an email on me in case you did say, yeah, that way you could send it to them to let them know. Because they said if you said yes, that I'd have to send an email saying that you did.
Okay, well, I'm not going to do that. I'd like to have some more input from them, because what I see in the report is they're not recommending that at this point.
They said that they will help me transfer. It was just wanting to know from you if that was okay with you.
No, that's not what the report says. He's reading the report. While she's making some progress, she remains fixated on graduating, taking passes, drug screening results, and her husband. She remains focused on attending her court hearings and seeing that the judge will let her go to outpatient, with minimal understanding of the phases, requirements of 2.1 programming and outpatient services.
Well, where I'm in transitional, my goal was to just complete 3.5 and 2.5. Where I have a place to go to, my goal was to do outpatient.
His continued clinical recommendation, she remain in 2.1 level of care to continue to address co-occurring disorders, to gain a better understanding of relapse prevention, while addressing her environmental barriers. Okay, so I'm not going to approve moving yet. We can come back sooner than a month, though, to see where we are, and I'd like to have Mr. Tarvin here so we can get some direct input. Let's come back June the 2nd. We're gonna be here then. You know when, how long it's gonna be on?
I don't think he will be here, but I'll check, Your Honor.
Do you think I might be able to do outpatient then?
I want to get further information before I make that decision.
It's up to court, okay.
Okay, I'm going to set it for June 2nd. It'll be your next hearing, 10 o'clock.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio recalls Rachel Helmer, case number CRB 24518, CRB 24320.
I was mistaken about that, Your Honor, I apologize. I think it was set here just for the pretrial and review. She remains in Columbus. What treatment center are you at, or where are you? Can you hear us?
I think she's frozen.
Oh, she's moving again. Can you hear us?
Yes, I'm not
So she continues treatment in Columbus. I don't know if you want to continue what her progress on her. She's never really made any progress on the files, I would assume, based on the fact she's still up there in treatment. Probably want to keep this going. Dates come back.
Yeah, treatment was not part of the order that was done on this menacing. She just has community service and a fine to pay.
Right.
I can reschedule it for.
I don't know if she can make arrangements with the probation department to maybe do some community service in Columbus and have it transferred down. That might be something to call on a day that's not a court day and speak to Mr. Major or Mr. Cooper. And then for now, reschedule the matter.
So our other case should be presented to the grand jury.
We're expecting it will be presented the next week, so sometime in early to mid-June, she should be in front of the common pleas court. Now, there's about a 50-50 shot whether I'll even be her attorney at that point.
Okay. And would you even know then if she?
If I'm not appointed, they don't tell me. I mean, I might see her name on the docket by coincidence and notice it, but.
Well, then is it important to get good
It probably
contact information?
is. Can you text me your current address and I will give that to the prosecutor to make sure that if you are indicted, that they can serve you the paperwork?
Yeah.
Please do that.
Because otherwise they'll issue a warrant for you and that means you'll get arrested and drugged down rather than summons to appear.
Right, and being in Franklin County, she'll probably get stuck there for a period of time before they will forward her down here.
Okay. You want to come back in a month, June 23rd?
June 23rd, I think, was the day we were using. Oh, no, I'm not here the 23rd. I'm here the 27th.
We'll make it June 27th. All right, June 27th will be your next hearing, ma'am.
So, in the meantime, text me your current address and also try on a non-court day to contact Mr. Cooper or Mr. Major and see if you can't get some community service up there that can satisfy the things down here. You might be able to close this case out.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Barbara R. Lawson, case number CRB 22709.
Mr. Morford's case. You're still at the counseling center? You're still at the counseling center?
Oh, yes, sir.
I have a report May 1st, but I don't have anything since then.
She says they were supposed to send you one, Your Honor.
it's new council, and it might be because I've got a new council. But I've been attending every week.
He's gonna report it.
Oh, okay.
He's doing a report.
Wait.
Okay. Because it's no difference is
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Okay.
I haven't received anything.
I apologize, Your Honor. I've been going weekly there.
Okay.
I just switched to new counselor, and that might be why you don't have anything.
How are things with Eric?
They're really good.
You all are still together?
Yeah, we're still married.
This is an older matter. I'm sure what he wanted was the treatment. Probably should just continue it until Mr. Hill gets back. Mr. Tarvin's here. Maybe we can get this wrapped up.
Sounds good.
June 23rd.
I'm good then, Judge.
June 23rd will be the next hearing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Robert E. Hensley, case number CRB 23-324, CRA 21-345, CRB 21-346, CRB 21-222, CRB 21-114 A to B.
Robert Hensley and Mr. Morford's cases. Have you heard anything from Mr. Hensley?
No, Your Honor.
He hasn't appeared today, so he's got 7 days to appear with parole board issues.
So we come June 27th, okay? So
Thank you, Judge.
And then Mike Davis. Everything, I was in
State of Ohio versus Charles Frick or Fricky, case number TRC 24-1281 A and B.
Mr. Morford's case is pretrial and probation violation.
Do me a favor and sign that so I can get paid.
Good start. Mr. Warford?
Judge, I'd like to see him stay where he's at. As you noted, he's got a good start. I think he's starting over, actually. And we hope to wipe out the probation violation by continuing this treatment.
June 23rd.
Good here, Judge.
Next hearing, June 23rd. Will get us a good report next month, too.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Angelica Haycook, case number TRC 25-49, A and D, CRA 25-256.
Mr. Stiers' case, preliminary hearing and pre-trial.
Is this your phone?
No.
Thank you.
Okay. We have a report from May 9th indicating that she was not, hadn't returned to render services, and what I'm hearing.
Same thing hasn't changed.
So I don't know what the state's or court's position on this is going to be.
You want to take a break and talk with her, or could go on to the grand jury?
Well, if that's, I would, yeah, with that in mind, I would like to speak to her, so.
Case will be resolved.
Wait for me out there.
State of Ohio versus Misty Blackburn, case number CRA 24-812.
Ms. Blackburn's at Bethesda.
Yes, sir.
It doesn't say she's compliant.
Okay,
She is
sounds
good.
like there's good progress, but things.
Yes, sir.
So again, we don't know what sort of time frame the court's looking at on this.
I'd say a month.
Well,
Sounds like
that,
the state's willing to keep it.
well, yes, assuming.
Yes, sir.
So the 27th would be a good day.
June 27th would be the next hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus China R. Scott, case number CRA 24-265. I believe she's on Zoom, Your Honor.
This is Mr. Morford's case, and it is hearing by telephone.
I'm here.
Preliminary hearing. She's in an MAT program with Chesapeake Healthcare, which is not in Chesapeake, Ohio, it's Chesapeake, West Virginia. Are you still there, ma'am?
Yes. Did you receive the letter they sent, they faxed it day before yesterday?
I don't have anything in the file.
They said they faxed it.
Okay. I have someone checking on that right now.
Okay, thank you.
waiting, let's go ahead and call another case. We can recall her.
State of Ohio versus Justin B. Hackworth, case number CRA 25223.
This is also Mr. Morford's case set for preliminary hearing. He's at RRS with the monitor. Yes. It's a good report. He's just getting started. It's a good start. I guess it's my understanding at this point the state is willing to consider leaving the case here.
Yes, Your Honor.
While he gets his treatment.
Yes.
Okay. And he does have a GPS. I'm going to leave it on for now. At some point, I'm going to take it off when I'm fully convinced that you're committed to this. Let's go a month out for the next hearing, June 23rd. And I'll look at possibly removing it then.
Thank you, sir.
All right, June 23rd is the next hearing, 10 o'clock.
State of Ohio recalls China Scott.
And I did have a report. It's a good report. Looks like you'll be moving to phase 2 soon.
Yes.
Very good. Okay, and this last time we gave her more than a month, so I think we gave her a couple months now, and by then she should be in a different phase. What will your living arrangement be then? If you go to phase 2, will you still be at the same location?
No, I do outpatient.
Okay, so you'll still be living at the same residence?
Yes, so I'll be in the program for years. It's not something that you really finish the outpatient. It's something that I'll stay in because it's medication management. So I'll be staying with the program for years.
Okay. All right, Mr. Morford, how about July 21st?
That's fine, Judge.
July 21st is going to be your next hearing, and you can appear by teleconference.
Okay, Your Honor, I would like to speak,
Okay.
if I could.
Go ahead.
I know last time we said that we would dismiss. It's really keeping me from going to college and getting a better job because I'm trying to go to the University of Charleston, but they do background checks. And I'm supposed to be starting in August, but if that background check comes back bad, then I'm not going to be able, because it's already kept me from getting a better job, and it's really keeping me from doing what I need to be doing.
Okay, I'll move it up then.
Your Honor, Mr. Hill does let the note that if we had a good report today, he was willing to dismiss.
Okay. All right, the prosecutor just spoke up and said they're willing to dismiss now, so your case will be dismissed as of today. So,
Okay, thank you so much.
congratulations. Do what you need to do to stay clean.
Oh, I sure will. I appreciate everything that you do for me.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Thomas M. Burton III, case number CRB 22352, CRB 2566, and
Your Honor, if I may, I have a note that Mr. Burton was ordered on April 18th to have some community service done for his next hearing. He has not been, he did try to turn in some other community service to me this morning, but was not accepted.
Yeah. What do you have to say about that?
I couldn't get a ride, sir, that day, and I've been in treatment since last week, but I was arrested in April, so I hadn't been able to come.
Are you amended Reed's now because of,
The higher courts.
on your own, or are you court ordered to get?
Common pleas.
Common pleas got you there?
Yes, sir.
I believe he has, do you have an ankle monitor also?
Yes, sir.
He has an ankle monitor also, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, well, we'll continue you at amended Reed's and get this to your community service as you can. We'll accept it from, you can do it at our municipal once you get time, and you're free to do that. I don't know if common police may have you doing community service for them also. Since you're under their supervision as well, I'm going to go a couple months out before your next hearing. And I'll make it July 21st. And it'll be sentencing, because I think he actually has a bond up now. July 21st for sentencing. Do what you need to do to stay clean and compliant with common pleas.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Jared Donahue, case number TRD 17-1089.
Your Honor, if I may, Mr. Donahue was here as ordered when he was supposed to be here.
All right, thank you. This is on the sentencing docket. His community service been updated. I'm showing he's got 4 hours left on it. That's still.
Yeah, that should be correct.
That's probably correct.
Okay. And $100 left on your fine. You
I paid that
paid
yesterday.
that today. Okay. All right. So we get this 4 hours done and it'll be over, right?
Yes, sir.
And you can do that in the next month?
Probably tomorrow.
Okay. I'll set it for June 23rd to get it completed. You don't have to be here. 10 o'clock for sentencing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Carissa A. Dameron, case number TRC 25709, A, B, and C.
All right, Chris Dameron's at Bethesda. This is on the sentencing docket, and it's Mr. Morford's case. Okay. She is working on things, apparently doing well. Sounds like you got nominated for like most valuable player as well.
Kind of.
I'm kind of a sports person. They call it house lead.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so good job.
Thank you.
We've still got things we're working on.
Yes, we do.
Okay. July 7th. Mr. Morford, I think you're already here then.
Yes.
July 7th will be the next hearing for sentencing and, well, let's put it down to sentencing. 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Michael S. Clay, case number CRB 2010-23, CRB 18796, CRB 18251.
Mr. Stiers' case is at RRS.
Once he says, I don't think he's going to get complete. Yes. I think that
Okay, it sounds like maybe there's a recommendation now that the GPS be removed.
correct.
Okay, I'll order that to PTSD removed so you can go to work. He's got a good report, and that's stopping him from starting to work. But otherwise, really good report, so good job on that. I say another month, but you're not, the 23rd is not good for you.
27th remains.
June
For a good day.
27th will be the next hearing.
So you can write that down.
June 27th. Be on the sentencing document.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Good work. Thank you.
See Mr. Major about getting the ankle monitor removed.
State of Ohio recalls Angelica Haycock, case number TRC 25849, A and B.
All right, well, we let Mr. Starr and Ms. Haycock have a little conference and come back on what have you decided, how to proceed.
We did. We'd like to keep the case here if we can. Now, one issue that has arisen, and I wasn't really aware of this, I don't know that I have a good answer to it, but what I'd like to suggest, she has private insurance rather than Medicaid, and so the cost of doing the treatment at the rate that it's being offered through RRS is prohibitive. However, I believe that OVP accepts private insurance. So what I'd like to do is set this out maybe a week or so, give her an opportunity to consult with OVP, see if they can accept her insurance, and perhaps get a more sustainable model going for her, then come back here with a plan in place.
Do you have any input on that, or?
No, she has only come up with assessment only, and that's what I'm getting back.
Okay. All right, I think that is correct. I think OVP can accept some private insurances, so
right.
We'll let you take some time to explore that and then come back.
I'm here, oh, I'm looking at, that was the wrong date. I had a jury trial on the 2nd that has gone out. I don't know if that is a day that we could use.
That's a good day.
Okay.
So I'd like for you to do that rather quickly. And usually there's somebody here from OVP, but there isn't today. So if you need the contact information, you can get it from Mr. Cooper or from Mr. Major.
So June 2nd back here. And, I'm sorry? Oh, Your Honor, also she would like to request driving privileges for work, treatment, and school, or not school, work, treatment, and court appearances. And I think we are outside the waiting period on that at this point. It is a first offense OVI.
Any opposition to that? And she does have insurance prepared, and entry, and have Mr. Lambert.
I'll do that. Don't believe I'll do the right paperwork for you. Don't need to get out.
Let's put it
through June 6th.
Frame on it. Yeah.
I'll do that, Your Honor. Okay, just wait for me in the lobby. Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Timothy Luckett, case number TRD 21847, A and B. The article is set for the officer to hear today.
Howard provide some information, I believe he asked.
Yeah, he has to be released. This is on
Scheduled
a
from June 13th till today.
driving without a license and safety belt. And I think Mr. Lockett is one that got, or he's in Cabell County, I believe, on some pretty serious charges now. So I will release the bond since he's in custody, but keep the warrant in effect.
State of Ohio recalls Jasmine Green, who's back in holding, case number CRB 24700, and Joseph McGranahan is on deputy.
thought we already knew.
We did, Judge, apparently there's a way out for the cross-filing party who's supposed to pay the cost. I would still have to be dismissed as my client. She was not supposed to pay the cost. Too much we don't find the party who was obligated to pay the cost. She spent 2-3 days in jail.
And I know your, my notes say, well, it says Corrado continued to 5/6 90-day continuance with court cost. Costs need to be paid.
That's the other person.
Yes.
Okay, well, my notes on her was her case was gonna be dismissed, but she didn't appear, so, and she got a pretty heavy penalty for not appearing, so, I'll dismiss it, it'll be dismissed. You might tell him,
Yeah.
saying, he's got a warrant.
Cost pays a warrant for the other cross-file. She does. You just run into.
So it's the other person.
State Prosecutor Joseph McGranahan, case number CRA 25-313 and CRA 25-294, CRB 25-295, A and B.
So you were correct, just had to drive it.
We were here Monday, I thought that's why they're on so quick, there's a holder. I think the plan now going forward is, given the nation charges here, he would waive extradition to West Virginia and the state of Ohio, put a whole line, kind of like they did to us. If we come to West Virginia, we would come back to Ohio.
Dismiss this protection.
Okay, so are you here June 2nd or 6th? 2nd, say Monday.
Yes, yeah, either Monday, whatever, yes.
June 2nd?
I am here, yes.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give them till June 2nd at 8 a.m. to pick him up.
Is there a bond recommendation by the state of West Virginia?
No, there's not. So I'm not saying it on a parole violation. So I'll put him on my docket for June 2nd at 10 o'clock if he's still in the jail. Figure out what to do then if he's still there. Here's the waiver. And then on the charges that are here, do you want to just take those to the grand jury? And
I need to look at them, Your Honor, and see, well,
because he's not going to be around.
right.
We could just dismiss and refile.
Well, I was thinking you could nolly him to the grand jury, and then that gives some time. He's going to be gone, and then you can have a warrant outstanding for him if he gets freed up from West Virginia. Okay, so he's sent a waiver of extradition, so West Virginia can be notified he's available to be picked up on his parole violation. How we're going to proceed with the cases here?
Please, would be dismissal and refile, but that's the.
Nolly him to the grand jury?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll nolly all of them to the grand jury.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And And the one that's from 22, they may not take, but.
I encourage the state to talk to the alleged victim. That's his aunt. It was her car.
I assume we'll wait till January 2nd to know and do a grand jury to make sure they come and get it. We won't,
I think they have a holder, they wouldn't, right, there's a holder from West Virginia, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so you can call him now, I mean, they're not gonna release him.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Trevor Dement. On a recall, case number CRA 25309, CRB 25311A and B, CRB 24344, CRA 23330, CRB 21167.
This is Mr. Steyer's case.
Let me,
Your Honor, I believe the state is agreeable to his release on the OR bond to inpatient treatment at Shawnee substance use treatment. However, one, I don't believe they have a bed available for him until Tuesday. And two, there's a question of whether an ankle monitor would be involved or not. I believe he is fourth in line for an ankle monitor, so there's a pretty good chance.
Probably third now, because I just took one off of somebody.
Well, assuming that stays with the court, doesn't just go into the general population, perhaps third in line. So I would ask to give him a chance without an ankle monitor to go to Shawnee and set a relatively close date to come back, but I would leave that to the court's discretion.
I spoke to Megan and she spoke to Brad. They prefer him to be an ankle monitor, but they know because we're on a waiting list to leave the discretion to you on that. But Megan has it set up that Shawnee will take him, but they can't take him till Tuesday to pick him up.
Well, since they can't take him till Tuesday, why don't we just put him on the docket for Tuesday, and by then, things may change with the ankle monitor.
And I won't be here, but I don't see any reason that somebody couldn't cover this.
Okay. If you're agreeable with that.
I am, as long as the court understands I won't be here and somebody can cover for me.
So that's May 27th.
I don't know who is going to be here. Are you going to be here, Roger?
Not Tuesday. You here Tuesday, Butch?
Are you here Tuesday? Yes. Okay, I'd ask Commissioner Moore to cover this for me.
Okay. All right, we'll set everything for May 27th. In the meantime, I'll set bond at 10,000 cash assured.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Alicia Corrado, case number CRB 24701. No. You got Stratton's Roger, this is the other party in your case.
Oh, I don't know who was representing her.
Mr. Stratton.
Oh,
Oh, okay, so she did show it, okay. Well, there had been a warrant issued on April the 18th, and Mr. Stratton's not here today. I think the case was going to be dismissed if he paid the cost, and you were supposed to pay the cost.
Yeah, I lost my job and ended up getting a new one, so I can pay $50 today, but I was trying to see if I can do community service.
Okay, you come out tomorrow, you get, that should take care of it.
Okay.
You pay 50 today and come out tomorrow.
Okay.
Can you do that, 7:30 tomorrow? I'll put it back onto the docket.
So she's going to be on for a pretrial, but as long as she pays $50 and does community service.
It'll be completed.
So without another court appearance.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and set it, just in case she doesn't show up tomorrow, or pay the 50.
No, I'm going to pay the $50 right now.
Well, believe it or not, I had people stand right there, like you said, I'm gonna go pay $50. They walk right out the door and go out the main doors and don't go to the clerk's office and don't pay. That's happened before.
Currently owes $250. There was a $100 each warrant fee, and then the $125 court costs, and the, I guess the $25.
Sign council fee. Okay, so it may take a little longer. Well, I'll still do it. I said I was gonna do that. we'll finish it up if you pay $50 a day and do community service tomorrow.
Okay.
It'll be finished by that. And I'm gonna put it on the docket for June 2nd. If you do it, you don't have to be here. If you don't do that, you gotta be here or you'll get another warrant.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah, I do have a question. So my car was towed because I had a warrant. Is there a way I can get it back? They said it was on hold,
When was it towed?
like 2 days ago.
Oh. Who did that?
Jasmine was driving the car.
No, I mean, what agency?
Oh, Nicely's?
What police department?
I'm not sure. I think it was out here in Chesapeake.
Okay.
That was on this case.
Yeah, that's why she got arrested, because she was driving my car and it got towed.
She was pulled over in your car, driving your car?
Yes.
And had a warrant?
Yes.
So they towed it?
Yes.
They have a traffic charge for against her in Chesapeake.
Do you know if they had other charges against her or just the warrant?
That I'm not sure. I just know about the whole car situation. I'm trying to get my car back.
Can we call, I don't think you can get anybody to talk to Chesapeake Village?
I will ask Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Cooper will try to help you with that.
Okay.
June 2nd is your next hearing here.
June 2nd?
Yeah, so hang around out in the lobby, and when we get over Port Hill, try to assist you in figuring that out, how to get the car back.
At what time? June 2nd?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock?
Okay, yeah, but you're not gonna be here because you're gonna do what you told me to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Ian Lewis on recall case number TRC 25-368 DNC TRD 25704.
Dual attorneys.
Yes. How about that?
The dream team.
What you see on TV?
This is my doctor stuff, my doctor come back.
So we come back June 2nd. Okay.
But if she does that, we don't get back.
Okay, good.
Right.
Oh, that's me, Lewis. We had it was a recall.
Some reading, I was already leaning on the car, and then they said later, we'll go.
Your Honor, I've had some discussions with Mr. Hield. I think we do have the video back. I've watched it. I've given my client an 8-page synopsis of what's on the video. I'd like to set it for another pre-trial. I speak to Mr. Hield. I don't know we're going to go as far as a motion to be filed, but there are some issues I want to raise with Mr. Hield.
Okay.
Any Friday in June.
Mr. Warford, you agreeable with that?
I am, Judge.
About the 20th, June 20th?
Yes, sir.
Next hearing on both files is June 20th at 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. See what you do about getting it.
Okay, buddy.
State of Ohio versus Michelle Sturgill on recall case number CRB 24589.
This was a review that was called earlier. Ms. Sturgill was not here and she's here now.
I came in about 9 minutes after 10 and went over there to pay and check in. And of course, I'm driving from Waverly, and I didn't know that you could do Zoom calls until today. So
How much are you paying on your phone?
I got 20 today, but I can get them paid down.
Okay, go see the clerk, make your payment. I'll cancel the warrant.
Thank you.
And give you another date. This was your first review, so we'll go into July. If you get it done by then, you don't have to show up.
All right.
For the next hearing. July 7th.
All right.
9 a.m. And You can appear by teleconference if you do something toward your case between now and then. Of course, if you get it finished, you don't even have to show up at all. It'll be done.
Okay.
Okay? Go see the clerk.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Bruce Curry, case number CRB 25-124.
Okay, this was actually set on the pretrial docket for Monday. Mr. Stratton was your attorney. He's not here today. Apparently he was here Monday. And now you're at RRS.
Yes, sir.
It was, do you have an explanation for not being here Monday?
It was an honest mistake. I'm enrolled in school now, so I'm doing work for my family, and I actually had scheduled a job for Monday, and it completely slipped my mind. I use a whiteboard calendar, and I didn't write my review hearing date in for when I switched from April to May.
And you're at Collins Career doing welding now, is that right?
I'm not started yet. I start in August, but yes, I'm enrolled, and I'll be starting the program in August, yeah.
Okay. Looks like from his report, he's doing what he's supposed to.
Yeah, he's been compliant, drug screen's been good. He's showed up for every meeting, IC counseling, case management, and everything.
All right, no warrant then. He showed up today. I'll reschedule this, and this is, so Mr. Stratton is going to be still your attorney, so let's put it on a date when I think he'll be here, which is probably a Friday is better, usually, for him to be here. June 13th will be your next hearing. June 13th at 10 o'clock. Continue with your treatment at RRS like you've been doing.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You are.
State of Ohio recalls Stacy Tackett, who's back in holding, case number CRB 22475.
Your Honor, we had discussed, myself and Mr. Lambert had discussed the fact that she spent 4 days in jail at this point, 2 days now, 2 days on the original incident, which is more jail time than one generally spends on a Walmart theft, and therefore potentially sufficient to cover her alleged non-appearance. And we had discussed the possibility of suspended jail time and possibly treatment if it was indicated by a drug screen, which I know you usually require on a theft offense anyway. So I've made arrangements to have Ms. Jones have her tested. Tried several times, we haven't gotten a result. I think we're basically at the end of the docket. I don't know what the court's pleasure on this would be at this point. I think, I don't think a test is forthcoming. And I don't know if the state's willing to extend that offer without a test.
I did speak with her, and she did tell me that she had used heroin, so I just can't prove it.
Yeah.
My recommendation, Your Honor, was 10 days with credit for the 4. What we have.
I think she needs to go to treatment. Are you still living inside of county?
Yeah.
Inside of Bill?
No, in her.
Okay.
That's relatively close to Iron. We have several.
Have you ever had treatment before?
No.
Who do you live with? What the likelihood is that she would stay in treatment if she didn't have an ankle monitor on?
We're back to the issue, though, Your Honor, that I think she would now be working line again.
Right.
If she goes to treatment, I don't have any problem. 10 days, suspend, well, she give her credit for 4 and suspend the 6 order. Condition she go to treatment.
Are you willing to go to treatment?
Do you have a bed?
Do you have Ohio Medicaid? Lock the back door when you take her in.
I will.
In that case, then, Your Honor, we would enter a guilty plea at this time and join the 6th recommendation.
All right, Ms. Tackett, do you have anything you want to tell me before I sentence you?
No.
Okay. $100 fine, which I'll suspend if you complete treatment, or you pay the court costs. 30 days in jail, credit for, what do you say, you've been in treatment?
4 days so far.
Okay, credit for 4 days, 26 suspended, order you to inpatient with Bethesda.
Do we want to set a relatively close review hearing, Your Honor?
How soon will you'll go to treatment?
Today.
Today.
Yeah, they can get you out of jail today. I'll set it for June 6th for review, 9 o'clock. So,
And I'm just going to state for the record, to make sure she understands what we've done, what we're doing here with the 30 days in jail. There's 26 days suspended. If you leave treatment and you get picked up down the road, he's going to make you 26 days in jail. So you got a very good reason to not leave treatment.
she's going to Bethesda, and they'll pick her up today. I'm also ordering you to stay out of Walmart. You're banned from Walmart because of the theft offense. And 30 hours community service. You have children?
Few children, ma'am.
3
Where are they?
at home.
Okay, so you still have custody? Well, and it's going to be hard being separated from them, but this is the best thing you can do for them, is to get clean. All right, June 6th is your next hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Court's adjourned.